And
See the
then,
4 of us. Oh, good plan.
I believe everybody's in now, Jan, so you can start.
All right, perfect. Thank you. So good morning, everyone. Oops. This morning, I'd like to introduce you to Barbara Matthews and Samantha Peacock of Contact North. Samantha lives here in Brockville, a university graduate. She started with Contact North in December of 2021. And Barbara has been with Contact North for 7 years now. So welcome to Barbara and Samantha. We look forward to seeing your presentation and hearing all about what Contact North has to offer.
Thank you, Jan, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for that lovely introduction. As she mentioned, Sam is the face of Brockville Contact North. So wave to the people, Sam, so that everybody knows who you are. There we go. So, and we thank Jan and everyone at the Chamber for putting this together for us. We're always happy to share our information. So the first question we always get asked is, what is Contact North? People look at the name and they have no clue what it is. So let's start there. Contact North is an online education provider. We're a nonprofit organization funded by the province of Ontario, and we come under the Ministry of Colleges, Universities, and Training Institutes. We've been in existence since 1986, so 42 years we've been around. This is an idea that the government thought of the people up north where education was not so easily accessible for them. They couldn't finish high school, maybe go on to post-secondary, even upgrade some skills because they were in a remote community and they couldn't get out. They couldn't leave their homes for whatever reason, you know, family commitments, jobs, those kind of things. So they come up with the idea of opening a center, putting in these computers, giving them high-speed internet, and then hiring people like Sam and myself to be their support. So to go in, show them how to work the computers, where to access courses, what courses were available, and to morally support them with their, and encourage them to get that education they were missing. So that started 42 years ago, and today we now have 129 centers across the province. We service 1,300 small and rural Indigenous communities where we started originally. And every year in the last couple of years, we've probably registered about 180,000 courses out there. So a lot of growing has happened, and we hope to continue to grow. In my region of Upper Canada, I actually have 4 centers. And I cover the eastern part of Ontario. So I have Cornwall, Akwesasne, Hawkesbury, and my newest center is Brockville. So how do our services work? How can we do all this? You know, we don't just go into a center and say, here's a computer, start a course. So we had to have partners. And our partners, we have 2 sets of partners. We have the education partners, which are the colleges, universities, school boards, Indigenous institutes, literacy basic skills providers, and the skills development providers. And this is where we get all our information about courses, programs that are offered that we can then share with the students and our clients. Our second partners, which I always feel are as equally, if not more important sometimes, is our community partners. And those are the people at Ontario Works, Employment Ontario offices, the organizations that host our offices. So I have an office in, 2 of my offices are in employment centers, and one of them is in the St. Lawrence College in Cornwall. So those are our hosting partners, but some of us are in libraries, some of us are in strip malls. we have different organizations. So those are our partners. We promote them and they promote us. And then we have our community-based organizations such as yourselves, the people from the chamber, the libraries, economic development, community living, healthcare. There's anybody who we feel that could benefit from some of the courses for some of their staff or for people who are coming into their centers. We partner with them so that we can promote their services and they can promote our services. So it's a great partnership and it's worked very well. And we hope that it, to pick up new partners as time goes on. Let's talk about what's out there for you. Nice to say we have centers and all these partners, but this is what right now Contact North has access to over 2,600 online college and university and micro-credential programs, over 40,000 online courses. And right now in our database, we have 375 courses that are free. And free is a really popular word with a lot of people, and why not? If you can take a course and get a certificate, upgrade your skills, maybe pick up some new skills, why not go with the free courses? And my encouragement is try a course before you register for a college or university program to see if that's really the field you want to go into, because you don't want to pay your application fee and apply for OSAP and get started in a program and find out, you know what, I really don't like this. This is not where I want to work the rest of my life. So we have, a number of free courses so people can try an accounting course. They can try a veterinary assistance course. They can try medical terminology. So there's a lot of free stuff out there for people to try, not just to upgrade skills. So how our courses work, we ask you how you want to study, and you have a choice on online of the online anytime, which is you have 24/7 access. There's a start date, you log in, you read your assignments, you submit your assignments, and there's an end date. So you have a start and an end date, basically, but the flexibility is there. You work on your own. However, it's not totally isolated. You do have online instructors. There are chat rooms for a lot of the courses, so you can talk to other students that are in the same program as you. Also Sam and I are always there to answer questions or help you with something else that you might have an issue with and you're not sure who to go to. You can contact us and we can help you with that. The other way to study is the online live. So again, there's some flexibility, but there's a little more structure, because in this case, you would log in at a specific time and listen to the lecture. You can participate, ask your questions, and then, once you log out, then you can work on your assignments and still have that 24/7 access to work on assignments. But for the actual lessons, you would log in and listen to your instructor explain the great joys of accounting or nursing or whatever. So what are the services that Contact North actually does is we provide the course or program information. So when people come to us, they call us, they email, and they tell us what they're looking for. We go into our database and we look at the schools that are offering that. We get start dates, we get prices for them if there's a price. If it's a free course, then we'll give them all the information, the course descriptions. And when they're ready to register, then we can do the registration process with them. So if it's a free course, Sam and I do the registrations for people and then send them a link and a login. If it's college or university, then because those applications have a fee to them, we can help them through the application, but they actually have to do it themselves because they have to pay with a credit card. But we're still there to walk them through it if they have any questions. We can do it through Zoom. We can do it over the phone. We can, in my office, we can do it in person. So there's a lot of ways we can help people. So if you're looking at the college or university, there are some financial aids. Contact North ourselves. We don't have any money to give out because sometimes people will come to us and say, well, I'd like to do this. Can you fund me? That's not what Contact North is about. We don't have that kind of money, but we can point you in the direction of where there are some financial options, whether that's the OSAP application or the second career for those who have been laid off. There's bursaries and grants and things like that. And we're certainly there to help you fill out the application and give you all the information, because a lot of times they want to know what program you're taking, how much is it costing, what are the courses and that kind of thing. So we can help you with all of that. The other thing we do is orientation. So in my center in Cornwall, I have a computer lab, so people can come in and use the computers if they want to. They just call and let us know that that they want to use a computer. We put one aside for them, and then a lot of times they come in is because they're not maybe sure how to log into a course. They've got to log in, but they don't know what to do with it. Where do I go after I log in? Where do I find the course material? So that's kind of a big part of what Sam and I would do. And we're going to talk about the Brockville location after. We're very, very excited to share that news with you at the end. But that is another job that Sam and I would do. We would help people with their computer orientation for their courses. Tech support, you have any problems with your computer, logging in, things like that. We have free tech support. They work from 7 in the morning to 11 at night. Monday to Friday. So, if you're just having technical issues with your computer, or you have a Mac and your courses should be done on a PC, then our tech guys can fix that all up. I'm not a computer person, so we leave that to the IT guys to straighten that out for us. We also proctor exams. So college and university, we will get, they contact our schedulers. They say, I've got an exam to write on the 18th of April. I'd like to write it in Cornwall. And they get in touch with me and say, are you available to proctor this exam on the 18th at this time? So we do that. Over the period of time since COVID, we haven't invigilated many exams, but it is picking up, and we're just doing a few right now. We used to do a lot of high school proctoring, but now they've moved all their exams online. So that is far more convenient and a lot less stressful for a lot of high school students, for sure. The referral to community partners is, as I said, refer people to you. So if somebody comes to me and says, I just moved to Brockville, and I don't know where to start, I'd like to take some courses, I have a business, then Sam is going to say to them, well, the best thing for you to do is go to the chamber and become a member. And they're going to be able to help you, get acquainted with the community and other business people. And, so we refer them. And then as they're in there, somebody will say, oh, I talked to somebody and I wanted to do courses. You can refer them back to us. Or we refer them to, I'm out of work, we can refer them to the employment center. So we help each other is basically how we work, and it's a great partnership. And my very favorite part of the job is the support and encouragement we give students. There is nothing more rewarding than, somebody who struggled for a little bit and they finally finished that last high school course to get their diploma. You feel like cheering and dancing with them, because they're excited, we're excited, they stuck with it, and people are come back and say, well, I couldn't have done it without your help. That's what we want to hear. Not to brag about us, but we want to hear that the service that we provided them was helpful to them, that they, even though we followed up with an email every 4 or 6 weeks and saying, how's the course going? Yeah, maybe you kind of thought we were nagging at you, but not really. We're just there to encourage you and to find out if you have questions and maybe you're too shy to ask. And sometimes that's all it takes is, well, I haven't been going in because I couldn't find this or I couldn't find that. Thank you for contacting me. So, not everybody is straightforward and sends an email and says, okay, I can't find it. Can you help me? Some people will just sit back and then after a while, they'll just say, well, you know what, forget it. I can't do this. We don't want them giving up. We don't want them saying, forget it. I don't want to do this. So that's, and having people succeed and get their diploma, whether it's a high school or college or university. I mean, every success is rewarding. And that goes for people who take free courses. I mean, sometimes you want to take that free course in Excel and it's not as easy as you thought it was going to be, and you struggle and maybe you had to take it a second time. But that's where we come in and say, way to go. I'm so glad you stuck with it. I'm proud of you, that kind of stuff. And that's the part of the job that I really like. But then I'm a talker, as everybody can see. Moving right along. So this is, we do go to trade shows, job fairs and things like that. This is a job fair that I attended last October. So I wanted to take a picture and just show you what we bring our stuff, our laptops and flyers and stuff for people. During COVID, we can't give out very much information. So we do take people's names and then send them an email. So what are the most common things that people are looking for when they come to see us? Just to give you an idea, a lot of our students, probably 50% of them, if not more, do come to us looking for high school. And some of them want to finish high school, but some of them want to upgrade. They've maybe taken all their high school courses at a college level, and now they've decided, I want to go to university. So they can contact us, let us know what they want, and they want to upgrade maybe math and science, or they want to take a biology because they want to go into nursing, those kind of things. So we can get them registered for these free high school courses, and then at the level that they need or want. And so that is just one of the things that people come to us for, is a lot of times it's upgrading. A lot of times they just want to finish their diploma. They left school and they have 2 credits left, or maybe they have 4 credits left. We can.
Oh, she talked about free stuff already.
Pardon me?
I know, but.
Does somebody have a question?
Oh, I think somebody just doesn't have their phone on mute. So I'll try and get them muted. Sorry about that.
No, it's not a problem. I just don't want to miss a question if somebody has one. And people want their high school diploma. What we do is we get their transcript, we get it assessed, and then we can tell them exactly which courses they need and how many. And we can help them. We'll do the registration, but we can also guide them through. Sometimes it'll say you need a grade 12 English and one other senior course. Well, we can give them a list of those senior courses and let them pick from one of those to do. So we can do that kind of thing. The other option is if you didn't want to go through our partner high schools, and you're planning on going to college, the ACE Career Entrance program, which is online, and that's will cover exactly the courses you need to get into that college program. So sometimes people will go this route instead, and it is online again, but you will take, like if you need English 4C and you need a math 11C, you can go through there because, and sometimes it's beneficial, and we will tell the people the best option for them. Sometimes it's beneficial because if they're taking these courses and then they're applying to that very same college after, they're going to have a way in where they're already going to be known. They're going to have a student number and that kind of thing. So sometimes, that's a better option for them. So we certainly will share that with them. And then we do get a few people, not too many anymore. We used to get a lot more, but some people want to do the GED, and the GED is just the general diploma. It can get you into college, but it can't get you into university. We can offer you the free pre-G courses, and those are the courses that you would take that will get you ready to do to write the GED exam, which that is not done here. That is done usually in Ottawa, and there is a cost of $100 for that, and you have to book it, book your time to go and write it. It has nothing. Contact North has no say in that one, but we can help you get ready for it if that's what you're looking at doing. And then the other popular thing that people come to us for is university and college. So when you go to university, you have your degree, your 3-year or 4-year degree. You can do your master's. They have university certificates now. They also have university micro-credentials, which is just a few courses that you take at a time that may help you get into a job. And then if you can work towards getting the full certificate or the full degree, you can do it part-time or full-time online. Oops, sorry about that. And the same with college. You can get your diploma, you can get your certificate. Again, they have micro-credentials, and you have the full-time or part-time option of those. For full-time courses for college, you have to apply to Ontario colleges. Full-time universities, it's to Ontario universities. And those are things that we can help, we help people to do. A lot of times with part-time courses, whether it's college or university, we can find you the information and walk you through just going online. And it's like any other shopping online, you add it to your cart and you pay with your credit card. And so we can sit with you as you go through that process or talk you through it over the phone if you're not sure. The newest, and micro-credentials are, they're badges. They're not certificates and they're not diplomas. They're called badges. And it's the newest thing that has started due to COVID and the lack of a lot of qualified workers for the many, many jobs that are out there. And what a micro-credential is, it's basically 3 or 4 courses that you take. You get a badge for each one. But then as you get those, that micro-credentials paper, you can take that and you can go back in a year's time and say, I'd like to apply these 3 courses that I've taken and I want to go for the full certificate this time. Or I'd like to take it and move it towards a full diploma. And those courses would be taken into consideration when you're doing that program, and you would be exempt from having to do them again. So it's something that's, it's really new, very, very popular. A lot of people are going that route because there's specific courses designed for specific jobs where the job, where the need is there, and they're desperately looking for people. And just to let you know that a part-time program is 3 courses or less. So you can take 1 course or you can take up to 3, and that's still considered part-time. When you're applying for OSAP, you can apply for OSAP for full-time, but there is also part-time OSAP. And we also let people know that just because you're working doesn't mean you can't get OSAP. You know, you still apply. So those are the kind of things that we talk about when people come into the office and ask us and say, well, might need some help. I might need some financial aid. We can talk about those things and help them make that decision, not make the decision, but give them the information so they can make the decision that best meets their needs. So what are the advantages of all this online stuff? Well, there are many advantages because you can study where you are. So you can take your laptop outside, you can study in a library, you can study at a Tim Hortons. I mean, you can study from home. So you have the flexibility, it's convenient. Anytime you do anything online, you're improving your technical skills. So you're taking courses to learn a specific thing, but also those tech skills are going to follow you throughout whatever job you're in, because Everybody has a computer in their workplace now, and they're just expecting that people know how to use a computer. So, you get that extra technical skills from doing online courses. You don't have to commute back and forth. And this one, that's a big one for me, because when I did mine, I went to Ottawa U and I had to do Monday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, Thursdays, night school, 7 to 10, to get my bachelor's. So yeah, avoiding commuting would have been great. I honestly did not know about a Contact North, or I would have been all over it. So, you learn these things as time goes on. And it's certainly better than correspondence courses, because that just involves a lot of reading in books and then booking an appointment to write an exam at a library. So yeah, definitely flexibility and convenience. And it does save money. You're not doing room and board or paying for a dorm or meal plans, and the gas going back and forth, especially right now with gas prices. And my very favorite thing that I always tell students is that you can wear your comfortable clothes and you're close to drinks and snacks. They're right there beside you. So what about those free courses? So this is where a lot of people are super interested, because not everybody has money to go to college and university. Not everybody wants to go to college or university. And we're certainly not here to twist your arm and say you must. That's not how it works. We're here to help you take whatever you want to take. So, upgrade your skills, learn a new skills, try that course before you register for the program. And here are some of the skills. Building. So we do the employment readiness. And that's your resume, how to do a job interview, how to do a job, online job application. We have life skills. So self-esteem, self-confidence, time management, making decisions, all those kind of things that sometimes we need. Leadership skills or getting assertive. Sometimes people just need that course to help them get that little bit more assertive, so they can have that confidence. Computer skills, college and career prep, if that's your decision and that's where you want to go and you've only ever been in high school, it is very different to do college. So there's a number of courses that get you college ready for that transition. And the same with career preparation. If you've never worked before, it's nice to have some preparation, some background on what to expect and, that kind of thing, so that you're not going in there thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? What are they going to ask of me? I don't know. I'm so nervous. This gets you prepared, takes a little bit of that edge off. Not to say that you're not going to be nervous, because we're all nervous when we go in for a job interview, but it does help a little bit knowing what to expect. Right now, and in the last couple of years, of course, mental health and well-being is so important, with people having to stay home for such a long time. So they have our education partners have come up with a number of courses, just stress management, those kind of things. Let's talk about mental health, things like that. How to healthy diet, healthy mind, those kind of things. So there are those kind of courses as well. And anybody who needs to, maybe upgrade some reading, writing, and math skills before they take the jump to college. They say, well, maybe I'm not so good at the writing skills. That wasn't my big thing. Well, you're going to have a lot of essays to write, perhaps. So maybe an upgrading of a writing skill might be a good one for you. So workplace training is the other one that we, this is one of the most popular right now for people who are coming into our contacting us for information. And obviously the Microsoft Office, all of these Microsoft skills are, everybody's looking to do them. There's a number of people who have worked at other jobs and now would like to work in an office. They've got to start from the beginning. They may know a little bit about Word and Excel, but do they have enough to get a job? So we have all the courses, their introduction, intermediate, and advanced levels. Office admin, again, if you're transitioning and want to change jobs and you're looking at office work, there's a number of office admin courses. Some people have the office admin and would like to maybe work in a doctor's office. There's free medical terminology. And the people who want to start their own business, there are courses on how to get started, how to get grants, how to write a business plan. And then there's a ton of marketing courses on how to market that business of yours on a shoestring, on the internet, with web pages, all this kind of stuff. So, and it's all free out there, you know, for just let us know what you want. People who are into technology, I have a number of young people right now who are doing this programming of Python and web development. It's become very, very popular, and they're trying it before they start the college program, which is great. And customer service is the most important course that anybody could take if you're planning on working, whether you're going to work in a Tim Hortons, a McDonald's as a summer student, you know, you're going to be the frontline person. Going to give you the tricks and show you how to, you know, deal with some of the difficult people that you might come across, because some people can be kind of crusty these days. So we need to learn how to cope with them and, you know, listen, always be a good listener, and keep things calm and even. The other very popular courses right now are the people who work in offices now want to do a little bit of accounting. And QuickBooks seems to be, if anybody watches regular TV, there are QuickBook commercials on all the time. So people are really interested in learning QuickBooks so that they can go into an office job and say, I know how to use QuickBooks. So we have a QuickBooks for the desktop for any kind of desktop, whether if the company already has it on their computer. But if it's something you want to learn, it's QuickBooks Online, and there's an introduction and an intermediate level. And then we have very popular courses in the Cornwall area where you can learn another language. And there are, you know, almost 200 languages now. You can learn for free. They're for beginners. I mean, French is obviously very popular in my area, and Spanish, because when we were traveling, a lot of people were going to Mexico and places like that, and they wanted to have Spanish. So that was very popular. Now we're back to just the French for a while anyways. And that kind of wraps up everything I've said. I know I've talked a lot and there's been a lot of information. So I want to thank you, first of all, for listening. We'll open it up for question and answers, but I'm really excited, and Sam is too, we've been asked to find an actual office space for Sam, where she will work in the community, in her own office, have her own computer lab, and people will be able to come in and take courses in that lab. She'll be able to proctor exams and do all those good things with people in person. So we're looking for an office space over the next few weeks. We'll be going to be visiting Brockville with our director, Wendy, probably the last week of April. So we're very, very excited about that. So far, Sam started in December and she's been working virtually from her home. So it's very exciting that we're going to have her actually in an office, and I'm super pumped. And that's because she did such a great job of getting the word out and getting us signed up for these registrations. So, you know, we're almost at 250 registrations. And, you know, it's because of her hard work and her dedication and her beautiful smile, because she's always so happy and always smiling. So I'm just thrilled to work with her. So any questions? Anything I might have missed or you want to know more about? Maybe I went a little fast because I do talk fast sometimes. I'm going to put up our contact information.
Hi, Barb. Donna from Career Services.
Hi, Donna. How are you?
Thank you. I'm wonderful. Thank you for your presentation. This is really exciting. I did have several questions for you, but you've
Sure.
answered them all.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's
I
good.
do, I am interested in the workplace training. Is that, those courses, are they like a pass fail, or is it just strictly kind of learning? And you know, I know you work at your own pace, but is it kind of, is there a test afterwards, or how does a person navigate that?
Well, they kind of have these little mini quizzes as they go along through them
Okay,
on the free courses. Yeah. And they do get a certificate when they're done. So, which is always
okay,
good, you know, and you put it in your binder and you keep it with your resume and you can show it to people. So yeah, they're great.
perfect.
The instructors are great. Some of those courses are live online and some of them are independent courses. So.
Okay. And do you have any idea how long they would be? Like, are they a certain length of time in terms of course content?
They're considered short courses.
Okay,
In most cases. The live online are usually maybe 2 sessions, like they'll do a Tuesday one week and a Tuesday the next week.
okay,
And they'll be like 2 hours each time.
okay,
If you do an independent course, they really don't give you a deadline as long as you're working on it. If they see you're working at it and you stay in touch with the mentor, you can take as long as you need, because the whole point is success. They don't want anybody to fail, and nobody ever fails those unless they drop out midway through. So
okay,
nobody fails them, and they do get their certificates, so for both,
okay,
whether it's online or live.
okay.
Yeah.
If we ever had a person that was requiring maybe some coaching supports, you know, sitting beside the person for the first kind of those first learning modules, is that okay? Do you know
Yeah.
if that's supported? Okay,
Yeah, for sure.
cool.
Yeah.
And then we would reach out to Sam then, correct? In terms
Yes.
of if we
Yeah.
somebody that wanted to know more and.
Yeah, she could give you more information, and you know, and we work together as a team. Because I have the other 3 centers in my area. Sam has also been helping me with Cornwall. So and right now she's helping one of our other people with their new center in Richmond. So yeah, for sure. We're a team. We all help each other in our area. We're the Southeast team. And we kind of work together to help each other. So where somebody needs help, we just step in and help them. So yeah,
Well, that's
so Sam
wonderful.
can do that.
Wonderful. Thank you for your presentation.
Oh, you're very welcome. It was my pleasure. I love doing these things. The other thing I forgot to, should mention too is that I'm often asked is, somebody will say, if I get a college diploma in SSW, for example, is it going to have the same value as if I went on campus and did SSW? For sure. Anything you do online has exactly the same credential as what you would do if you got it, you know, on campus. And that being said, if somebody does want to go on campus, we will help them. We'll give them the information, help them with the registration, whatever they need. You know, we promote online, but if somebody wants help with, you know, with going on campus, we're certainly there to help them as well. And they can contact us anytime if they need some support with something or they have a question. So we don't turn anyone away.
Cool, that's wonderful. And Barb, just in terms of the Excel training, just the software training, I'm assuming then there's like different levels. So I might be above a beginner level of Excel, but I could jump into like an intermediate, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then the only one thing that people sometimes don't realize is that you have to have Microsoft on your computer. So
Okay.
sometimes people think they're going to get, they don't need the program because it's going to be on, it's part of the course. It's not, you have to have it on your computer. And that is the one thing that they've thought of with this QuickBooks is that you had to have the program for so long or you couldn't take the course. Now they've come up with this online and with it, they give you a working version so that you don't have to have it on your computer. But unfortunately with Microsoft, you still have to have them on your computer. So. The other news that I wanted to share, which I just thought of too, Contact North is, as of April 13th, is going to be lending out laptops and modems to anybody who may need a laptop and can't afford to buy one. We have a lending program, and if you need a modem as well, we're going to be able to lend those. So you would contact Sam, and we'll do the application for you, and someone would get in touch with you. So that's something you might want to share with people in your community. You know, sometimes I've had ladies who've come to me and said, I really want to take these courses. Can you call me back in 6 months' time when I buy a computer? So I have a list of those people, and I've been contacting them now to tell them that Contact North is going to be lending computers, which is great. It's fantastic. So I'm really happy we're doing that as well. Just another way of helping people get their education. Bring their education. We bring the education to you. That Sam and I got a new tagline. We bring education to you.
That's awesome. Does anybody else have any more questions?
Barb, I had a quick question about the reading and writing upgrading that you offer. I have a lot of folks that come to me looking like they don't really have reading skills. Would that course be something appropriate for kind of the basics of reading,
Yeah,
or is it more
sure.
advanced?
Yeah, no, they're called reading essential skills. There's a writing essential skills. So yeah, so they're for people who need that from the beginning. And because we also, some of our partners in the community are the immigration services people, a lot of times those are the people that will take those courses to help them as well. Although we offer the English, and they can learn English from their native language. Sometimes they've already done that, and they need that extra to be able to, you have to be able to read and write if you're going to apply for a job. So yeah, these are great, and they're free. And these are independent courses. So, and they would have a mentor as well to help them with that, as well as if they chose to come in a center and work at one of our computers. I mean, they can ask questions.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, anyone else? You can just go ahead and speak up.
So if there aren't any more questions, that's great. I mean, there's a lot of information there, and it takes time to sift through, and like me, early in the morning, I need to have another coffee. So certainly contact Sam if you have any other questions, whether it's today or next week or in 2 months' time. And we ask anybody who is here today who joined us, please share the information with your friends and family. The more that the word can get out, the better it is. And and we will be looking for a building in Brockville, and I'm excited. I'm learning a lot about Brockville. I don't get lost anymore, and Sam has been a great tour guide. I have a history of getting lost when I went to the employment center in Brockville, and they still laugh about it to this day. So Sam has been a great tour guide for me, because I only know how to get to Don's Fish and Chips. I don't know how to get to anything else. So now I'm at least getting better acquainted with Brockville, and I love it. It's beautiful there, and some great people. So thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful rest of your day. And like I said, contact us. Sam, did you want to add a few words to any?
Barb, you always cover everything, but I just wanted to say hi and reintroduce myself. I'm very excited to be working with Contact North. I'm still relatively new, so Barb has been a great mentor and teaching me a lot, and we definitely still work as a team. So yeah, anything that you guys need, please reach out and contact us. We're just trying to get the word out. But thank you so much for having us today. It was awesome.
Thank you, Jan, for that great advertising too.
Yes,
I
thank you,
noticed
Jan.
it at the AGM. Our name was right up at the top there. Excited.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for sharing with us today. I'll post a couple of these screens on our Facebook page so people have your contact information.
Oh, Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, for
Barb.
coming.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Sam.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.